What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Warplan Pacific gameplay. It's been a while since I last played, I think. Yeah, it was May 25th, which, geez, that was like 2 weeks ago. It's been a minute. No excuses. One thing I learned in the military, no excuses. Nah, but, you know, had a... I guess, where the freak is my... Oh, there we go. You know, just life, I guess. I had the kids all day today. Set up the pool. And yeah, so it was a long, long day. I tweeted on Twitter that I was just like, man, the kids had me working today. I said, like, it's like harder than boot camp. Man, you know, I just came across this thing on Reddit where they were talking about like 1980, and then they had like a drill sergeant or a drill instructor there, and it said, "I'm gonna rip out your eyeballs and shove it down your neck," you know. And then it had like 2021 drill instructor, whatever, drill sergeant, and it said, "If you keep yelling at me, recruit, then I will have to give you counseling," you know. And I was just like, come on, you know. And that's the problem in the military. Everybody, you will always hear this, that we had it much harder than you guys did, right? Always, you know. Like when I went in, which was like the early 2000s, people are saying, "Oh, you guys have it easy." Back in the 80s and 90s, they used to just literally beat the crap out of you. You know, it was not much different in 2002. I mean, I'm not gonna say what happened, but people got beat like bad, really bad, like really bad, coma bad. Yeah, so every time like they say like, "Oh, it's easier now," like I don't think it's easier. Like I see videos on YouTube that they're posting, and drill instructors like right in your face, you know, saying, do it, you know, like you're chewing you out, you know. So I'm like, and I guarantee you, you know, I know in the, I don't know how it is in the Army. I don't know if you, like now you can carry. Somebody said you get cell phones on the weekend, right? And obviously we didn't have cell phones back in the early 2000s, or if they were, you know, you obviously couldn't take them with you. They threw them in the freaking storage thing that you didn't see until end of boot camp. But anyway, my point is, this. You know, during those 5 days that you don't have your cell phone, no one's recording anything, there are no surveillance cameras on base, shit happens, okay? Like, shit happens, you know, especially, like, you know, on bases that, like, are disconnected from, like, the mainland and stuff like that. Paris Island's a good example, right? Paris Island's in the middle of nowhere. Anyway, I don't know why I went on a tangent. I just saw a YouTube video and I was just like, come on, give me a break. Okay, good. So, yeah. Jeez. Oh, crap. The third core. They have 63% experience. I don't want to lose them. Shoot. That sucks. And I got UK second div. Can I swap? Whoop, nope. Hot swap. Is it alt? No, it's shift, but I don't think I can swap with them because they just put them out. And then you guys, I'm supposed to unify you guys, right? I guess I can't do that. How are you guys doing? You guys are at 12 out of 20. Ugh, 10 out of 30. Yeah, it's not happening. I guess we are delaying the Australian invasion yet again. There's 6th Division here. Ooh, baby. What should I put here? No. I mean, this would be good in New Guinea here. But I think I need that. And I could put them on a boat. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to move 1 unit there now. Okay, we held. Son of a bitch! How bad? I lost 3 guys out of that. Alright, let's go. What? Let's go, troops! Oh, crap. Can you give them... Oh, no. The Exeter is holding me tight. Should I attack now? I'm gonna wait till next. I think they did a lot. And I can do an airstrike. This is close air support. Let's do it now. Engage. Boom shakalaka. Jeez, I lost 5 out of that. We're not doing that again. Son of a... Hey guys, you're going on a... Jeez, how many... So I got a boat here. I just forgot, in terms of landing craft, how many do I have left? Australia. I should have looked that up first. Here's Shiot. Now that's UK. Landing ships and transports. I have enough, I think. Because these are... But the Australians don't have any. So I really can't do anything. Wait. Hold on for a second. Alright, so this is Australian, right? But when I put them on a boat, they were this color, so... That's weird. Hold on, let me... If I do this, I wonder if it's gonna show up orange or this color. Let's just do it for the heck of it. Okay, so it looks like for some reason they're taking UK transports, which is weird. Now the question becomes, should I move them now? I'll probably risk losing those ships though. I think I should wait until next turn. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Crapola. What do we got over here? Ooh, I got 2 carriers. Let's move them to Honolulu. I got the first corps here too. I got a HQ. Oh what the frack, man? Wait. I know I haven't enough embark. I guess maybe I can't do it in this turn. I don't know. That's weird. Convoys. Why do we have in the Indian Ocean? Jeez. I definitely need to get more. Alright, I got 3 escorts coming along the way and no transport. Wait. I'm gonna order. Shoot. I should continue probably doing that. Alright, I think I'm gonna build 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just so this way I don't like find myself stuck, you know, in a spot. Okay, that's good. Dang it. I got nothing coming from the English in terms of troops. Oh, because I don't have no logistics. That's why. And I don't even know how do you I haven't figured that out yet in this game to get like a logistics system in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check on the chat. That is my bad. Nobody's posting anything. Okay. So I didn't miss anybody. Okay. We'll do something like that. Alright. So yeah, I really don't know how the logistics system works. I mean, it doesn't go up. Like, the English have been stuck at... I think this is the max that they can have. I think that's the thing. And I used it all up. So I think maybe if a unit dies, then I get some of it back. That's what I'm projecting is the case. The Chinese got a good line here. Keep it up. That's my boys. Kick it up now. I gotta watch Gettysburg again. It's been a while. I need to go to Gettysburg. That's what I need to do. Been a while. I think it's been like 2 years since I've been to Gettysburg, 2 or 3 years, and that's unheard of. I usually go like 2-3 times a year, you know. But I think, you know, with the COVID and all this political stuff that's going on now, it's like it's crazy. You know, normally I remember, you know, you used to turn on like the nightly news back in the 2000s, and it was just like, you know, news. I mean, they would have like what's going on in Iraq, Afghanistan in terms of like, you know, like battles and stuff like that. And then it would go to national news, and they're like, the Senate is considering, tax cuts, and like just news. Now it's like you don't want to turn on the news. Like you're, geez, man, just like, can everything just like settle down? Like, I just want normalcy, man. Normalcy. I want the hardest decision to be made. Hardest decision to be like, do I go to Gettysburg on the reenactment days, or do I go on the anniversary days? Because on the anniversary days, I can go with like the those freaking people that walk with you and tell you about the battle, or during reenactment days, you get to see a cool show. That was like the hard decision I remember having to make a couple of times. It's like, dang, man. And I remember like used to they would have like these I'm not gonna say a book club, but they would have like these especially like when I guess when it rains, I guess when it was expected bad weather or whatever, they would have like authors come down and talk about their books, and man, I thought it was gonna be boring. I was like, all right, I remember it was raining, and I was like, all right, I guess I'll do this. And it's like, I can't go on the battlefield because it's pouring, right? So I sat in for those, and man, were they good. Like, daggone, were they good. The authors, like, just diving, like, into things that I didn't know about the battle that were in their, and that were in their books. I forgot most of it now, but I remember one of them. I was talking about, was like the history of Gettysburg, and they were talking about like why they made the U.S. tank base or whatever training camp in Gettysburg. And I remember at the when she was asking questions, like she took questions, I was like, why in the world would they put a tank training camp on such a historical land? And I think if you go to Gettysburg Foundation, or is it American, or is it Civil War Trust, or American Battlefield Trust now? If you go to their, their videos, I'm actually, you could hear me ask that question. Oh, nice, I got 2 of these coming. But I forgot the response she gave. Alright, I think I'm gonna end turn here and hope for the best. But yeah, those were really good. And then like they did it for like a year or two, and then they stopped, and I'm like, why? Like, why you guys stopped? And Jeff Sarah was there. Jeff Sarah lives in Gettysburg, so he's there every year. Amazing to talk to him, man. He's an awesome person. His book is, I think, is it the New York Times, or no, in iBooks. It's in like the top 10 most popular books for the week or something like that, or a month. It's, I think, the Battle of Midway. But I remember talking to him, and I was just like, what are your plans, right? And I think he was in his World War I book phase, and I remember him talking about World War II. But I remember, I think, don't quote me on this, he was talking about like, I want to go into Korea, maybe Vietnam, and then go back to the Civil War. And I was like, ooh, really? But he was going to cover certain parts of the Civil War that are not like covered. I think he was like talking about like the campaigns in Texas, out west, things like that. But again, this was like years ago, so just going off memory. But yeah, I love his books. The Last Full Measure is probably one of my favorite books I ever read. Incredible book. And it's too bad that they never did a movie on it. Every year I was asking him, and eventually I just stopped because I was like, yeah, there's no point. He even told me, it was just like, there's no point in, like, there's no, like, point to do it anymore, because he was saying Jeff Daniels, who loved doing the role, there's a battle going on, and it's not showing me. Oh, okay. Oh, they destroyed my unit there. That's great. That's the one with the high experience. But he was telling me, like, Jeff Daniels, who loved doing Joshua Chamberlain. He loved that role, he was saying, and he was going to be available at a moment's notice for that role, and obviously they never did it. And now he was telling, well, just a couple years ago, Jeff Sarah was telling me, he's like, now he's too old. So is it Brian Williams? The guy that did that portrayed, I think his first name is Brian, General Winfield Scott Hancock, Brian Mallows, something like that. He did an incredible job, but again, he would be too old now. And, I even suggested it to him, to Jeff Sarah. This was years ago, maybe like 2014, 2013, somewhere around there. I said, this was when Kickstarter was becoming, like, pretty big. I was like, why don't you guys just do a Kickstarter? I mean, like, you would probably get enough funding to start. And I think he said something was about the rights or something like that. Or Ted Turner owns certain things, or property to the books, not property to books but the film, or something like that. So, such is life. And I don't care what anybody says. You guys can post in the comments. I will always say this: Martin Sheen was a better Robert E. Lee than what was the other actor's name? The one that appeared in Generals. I forgot the guy's name. But that, believe it or not, that actor was the first one they wanted to be in the movie Gettysburg, right? I forgot his name. Daggone. He's a great actor. But Martin Sheen was the second choice. And I always thought, I'm like, you guys got it backwards. Martin Sheen should have been your first choice, and he should have been in the first movie too, in the Generals one. And I was just, But, such as it is. Oh, crap. I lost 2 ships, the Exeter and the Carrier. Your mother's uncle. Negotiate surrenders. What? Did you see that? Negotiate surrenders. Something said negotiate surrenders. What was negotiate surrenders? Yeah, I know that. I can't believe I lost another fucking Carrier. What is this? I see Soviet Union. I don't see anything surrender. Alright. Scared me with that, man. Negotiate surrender. Oh, come on. How long is it gonna rain? These guys have been out on sea for, like, ever. I'm gonna have to go back to port because it's still bloody raining for weeks. Where's Atu? I can't believe it. I'm really gonna have to go back. I don't even have enough resupply for oiler. March is when I'll get more. Son of a gun. It's raining everywhere. Look at this. It's raining everywhere. What time of year is it? January, dude. I got 1 ship left. The D Rudder CL light cruiser. Oh, crap. Hola. I guess, you know, I have no choice, right? Let's just... Alright. There's nothing we can do. I just lost a whole transport and a whole division. You guys are all that's left. I'm thinking about separating them and putting them here and then attacking. Wouldn't that be like 7? Alright. But if I throw them in, I'll lose them. Just go. Attack. Engage. Come on, 6th Division. Well, that was a cluster 5 or so one. I was hoping for a miracle. Miracle did not come. Shoot. Well, that sucks. I can't put these guys even here. Dang it. Jeez. Son of a gun. This is ridiculous. I mean, maybe I can do this. Yeah, an assault. Breakthrough 1940. Heavy artillery. What do you got? You got heavy artillery and sucks. And I can't land here. I cannot land while it's this stormy, and especially now it's thunderstorms. Screw this, we're going in. Wait a minute. Oh, didn't need to be resupplied. Oh, snap, my bad. Okay, can I go back one? Alright, whatever. I just screwed that up. Alright, so that's what it was resupplying. Okay. Can I go back one? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be that kind of person. I'll live with my mistakes. So technically, why can't I embark these guys? This is a whole new turn. Oh, is it because I have these guys already on boats and this is the max I can carry at any one moment? Bloody. Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so you know what we're going to have to do now, right? We're going to have to utilize the American fleet in the South Pacific here. I mean, otherwise I'll just cancel everything here, right? I mean, what's the point? I lost at Leh, and I lost here. And I lost a crap ton of Australian troops. I need to reanalyze the whole situation. Obviously, this is not working. We got pushed back. We lost the whole bloody core. What naval resources do I have? Alright, I have 2 cruisers and a destroyer in this area. I can embark these guys. So I have a thought. Since I cannot make any advancements or any successes here, the Chinese are just holding. This is delayed now. I'm thinking of taking critical units here. Their effectiveness is crap though. 36% effectiveness. Yeah, that's garbage. What about these guys? I got a fresh 2nd Corps. Brand new, straight off the line. And I got a 2nd Division. What if I drop them here? Somewhere in this location. Because this is where they're getting a lot of stuff. Especially here. Right? I mean, oil fields. Iron ore. I don't know what this is, but I doubt that they have that many, you know. And if I send the fleet here, and they have an air base there, they can freaking hit me. You know what's interesting? I just want to point this out. The Japanese hit me. Ooh. That's where the carrier fleet is. Now we know that, at least. The Japanese hit me. Oh, they hit me with their main carrier fleet. That's why I lost those 2 ships. I thought it was just the local aerial forces. That makes sense. But out of everywhere that there was, rain is everywhere. It's freaking from all the way India, I think, right? All the way India, all the way to what? Hawaii, and dag near to the, well, all the way to the West Coast. It's raining everywhere, except that one little spot. And right where the Japanese are, too. It was just like, there's like a little, you know, hole where the rain said, nah, you can destroy the Australians. What are the odds? Come on, man. Alright, so since it's raining, I could put these guys on a boat. I'll put these guys on a boat, and then hopefully it continues raining so much so that I can land here. And where I would want to land is... this would be hard, because even in these hexes, it's clear. Clear. Is there a hex where it is raining? Here. And that would be a good supply point, right? Because I could load supplies here, right? Make my way down. The thing I'm worried about is if I do show up here, they have planes that can knock me out real quick. Actually, if I have these guys support, yeah, maybe I'll just do that. Okay. I'll have those guys support the invasion. In fact, I'll bring this guy over. No, I'll leave him where he is at. 767. All right, what do we got coming? I got 1 corps coming. Do I got any Marines? Marines coming. Let's do 1 armored corps. Or I could do a carrier. How much is a carrier? 624. think an armored core will be best. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, what the frack do you need an armored core for in the Pacific? Well, if I land these two, right? It's going to be a long time before those armored troops will show up in August. So that'll be like 8 months. But what I'm thinking is if I land here, I can hold up a good fort, you know, like bring planes over and hold a defensive measure as they try to continuously attack me. By the time August shows up, I can move my troops here, the armored, and start moving, but I don't even think that would be worth it. I didn't win the naval war first. I only got one cruiser in development. Let's build a cruiser. How many of these guys do I have? Because I'm going to need them. This is a bomber group. This is a bomber group. This is a Hawaiian Air Force. Yeah, I'm going to need interceptors. Oh man, he can't even build. Can't build anything. Not a thing. Alright, well, I mean, jeez, I could build 3. I can build merchant marines. What the freak is that? Is it combat log? No. There we go. Okay, my bad. So it says UK is lacking a merchant marine for the convoy. Alright, so since we got nothing else that we can build, let's build merchant marines. 1. 2. And 3. I can't build anything else, right? China got $58 to their name. There's not much they can do. Not much you can do either. Oh snap, Canada got money. Not enough logistics. Are you kidding me? Donnie, come on. I could build Canadian Marines. Is that such a thing? Alright, let's build a cruiser. Because I'll be only 9, I could build another ship on top of that. Holding out on me, the Canadians, huh? $228. What you got? What you got? Build a small infantry corps. I think you guys should, honestly, because you got a full corps coming in. Because once I move the British out, y'all have to keep up. Can't afford that. Alright, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I think I'm gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna package I'm gonna hook up a cruiser and maybe a couple destroyers, and I'm gonna send an air support group all the way here, because Oh wait, no, my bad. I'm not getting bombed here. I'm thinking of putting him. No, I got wild tigers here. All right, actually, I don't need to do that. Where the frick do I need? Oh, I needed them here. That's where I need them. Which is not on the other side of the world, so I could definitely do that. I wonder if I put them here, and then if the Japanese attack, do I lose that whole unit? That's what I'm concerned about. See that air assets. I gotta support these guys a little bit. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Such is life. I'll put you on a boat too, I think. I need an HQ. What the frack? Oh, snap, cool tactical offensive. I didn't know you can do that. That's pretty cool. I should have probably done that. Alright, what else do we got? Yeah. The Lexington's coming. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more. If I can't do this, man, I'm gonna be pissed. And Japanese all the way in the south, too. So this week is going to be interesting. Well, this coming week. So Apple's having their keynote on Monday. They're going to be talking about, I'm assuming, iOS, macOS, iPad OS, and then Windows is having their event. And there are rumors of Windows 11. So that's going to be interesting. You know, I'm not a fan of Microsoft. I worked for Microsoft, you know. There's some products that they do that I like, and a lot that I don't like. I do hope that they continue making that phone, the Surface. Is it a Surface Duo? The one that's it's like it's not a flip phone. It's not like a folding phone. Well, technically, it is. But it's just not a plastic screen. It's held together, two screens held together by a hinge, but it looks beautiful. It's actually really, really nice. The software sucks for it, though. Because, oh man. Dinner is really killing my... Anyway, yeah, software is horrible for it, but the concept is really amazing. It looks beautiful. The industrial design is gorgeous. Panos Panjay, which is the industrial designer, I think, for Microsoft, he made a beautiful phone. It is a beautiful phone, but like no apps take advantage of it. Google said that they're going to continue working on developing Android for folding phones. To support it better, but you know the problem with Google is they announce like, hey, we're gonna be doing this, and then like 6 months later it's like, yeah, we thought about it, we did like a little work and we stopped. You know, like there's a website, you just type in Google Graveyard, there's like a whole website of like killed services and killed products. And so Microsoft is last I heard, trying to work on that. But yeah, it's just... And then Microsoft also killed off their... They were supposed to have like that Surface Duo, whatever they call it. It was supposed to be their, you know, folding phone. And it was supposed to be like a mid-tier, like almost like a iPad size with, I think they were going to call it Windows X, something like that. I forgot the it was supposed to be a like a stripped down version of Windows that can run on lighter hardware. It's supposed to be like a Chromebook competitor kind of thing, but they killed that. I don't know why, but I don't know if I know they killed the operating system. I haven't heard more about that product. I don't really try to keep. I don't keep. Actually, Microsoft hasn't been in tech news for quite a while. I haven't seen really anything. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I will probably watch the Microsoft keynote. I actually have more faith in Microsoft than Google. You know, because the one thing I will say is Microsoft, right, has a Surface Pro and Surface Laptop and the Surface what is the mid one that the screen comes off? I forgot the bloody name. Surface Book. And you know, they continue. I mean, their market share is like in the single digits. I think it's like 1 or even less than that. I think it's less than that. But like they literally don't have much market share. I think out of all Windows laptops, I think it's in the single digits. I think out of all laptops altogether, it's like below 1%. But they're still doing it. Like they're still refining the laptops. They're updating them. You know, keep refining Surface Book, Surface Pro. You know, you got to give them credit, man. Like they're still doing it. Google, on the other hand, is like Google is, man, I don't trust Google worth a darn. You know, like they used to do tablets. They had that like Nexus tablet, and which was a good tablet, you know, and they were like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. It's still raining in freaking Japan. Come on, this is not cool. And I'm out. I have 3 on this one. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to Pearl Harbor. I have no choice. Like, I literally have no choice. I have to cancel this invasion. There is nothing I can do. All of Japan is still under thunderstorms. Is this kind of like the Divine Wind kind of thing where they got from the first what was it? Is it word kamikaze, right? Divine Wind, where I think a fleet was destroyed, something like that. Range, I forgot. Dry Dock Dreams Games. How you guys doing? Can't wait for your strategy game to come out. That I keep tracking of it on Twitter and all your updates. Love them. Keep them coming. Okay, so it was the Mongolian invasion. Okay. Interesting. I cannot freaking land on Japan. Maybe I should just land on this little freaking Edforto. The port's not even going to be able to support. It's a 1 port. It's not going to be able to support. Yeah, I need at least a 4 to support an army that large. What about here? This is a 3. And I could technically use this as a base. It would still serve my purposes. Put 2 guys here. It's snowing though. And I can't. This is blockaded, right? Oh man, the Japanese are so bloody lucky. I can land somebody here, but just 1. And I don't know if I can land troops while it's snowing, but I could serve this as a base of operations. it would get the Japanese Navy out of here. And it would probably stop the Japanese attack in China. I mean, they would halt, I think, or at least slow down. I think that's what. But I can't freaking do anything with one supply. I'm not going to be able to launch the planes. Damn. They would have to go in without any support. It would just basically be transports showing up and then trying to land. It's basically what it would be. No aerial support, nothing. It'd be a massive, massive gamble. I don't know, man. Thank you. Yeah, just keep hammering away, guys. And you know what I always say? You know, release it when it's done. It'll be done when it's done, right? Like, you know, there's no rush. You know, love everything that you guys are releasing. Take your time with it, you know, because when that game releases, I have high hopes and high aspirations for that game, and it just looks. If you guys haven't checked out Dry Dock Dreams games, they're coming out with a naval strategy game that is just. Let's actually go check it out for a second, because this game is. So this is the game that Dry Dock Dreams Games is making. Now look at that. Like, tell me this is not gorgeous. I mean, wow. Oh, I think this is a new screenshot, or I haven't seen this one before. This looks really cool. So like, I'm assuming this is part of the strategic component. And then I think I talked to the I forgot the first episode of Developer Dialogue. I talked to Sergio, and he was mentioning that this is just the first volume. They're going to also have other volumes. And oh man, that's wallpaper right there. Jeez, wow, absolutely gorgeous. Wow. I think this game for me would just be like, I would just buy this game just so I can take screenshots like this, honestly. But yeah, I really appreciate everything you guys. Really appreciate everything you guys do. You guys are awesome. That game, when it comes out, it's gonna be fracking epic, man. To get those kind of like screenshots and then the strategic element. And then I was reading some dev blogs about it, and I actually have to keep up with some of their dev blogs. The last one I read was a couple months ago, but it was really cool. Like, the AI in the game is pretty crazy. I did a video on it, and I have to try to remember some of it, but it was pretty crazy in terms of like dog fighting. It was like, I remember watching it, I was like, wow. But I love like developers that have this kind of passion. Like, I thrive off like developers that exert this passion, you know, like, it's incredible. And you know, this is kind of like why I want to do like Developer Dialogue, and I'm trying to do a documentary with Developer Dialogue. So if you go to Patreon, Developer Dialogue on Patreon, whatever, you know, money we get from that, I'm going to try to save to do a documentary. And so we could visit developers and see the faces behind these incredible games. You know, like the people who exude passion and like love what they do. Like it's motivating. Yeah, it's something that I definitely. Oh, it's raining here. This is perfect. I hope it continues raining. Where's the bloody... Oh. Let's stay right here. Son of a... Did it say enemy fleet not found? I saw something like this. Does that mean they had me on radar but couldn't find me because of the rain? And I can't move. Shh. All right. I got... What if... When's the Chinese getting their bloody thing? March. Man, I really don't know what to do here. I'm gonna leave it here, guys, because I'm gonna think about this. I'm really gonna think about this hard. Now, obviously, the point of a Japanese invasion of the mainland is, I know what it's gonna do. This is what I'm betting, and I guess this is my technical side coming out a little bit. I know if I land troops, right, especially right next to this, the AI is gonna like react to that. It's gonna there's probably some kind of code or something like that that is going to be like, you know, the homeland has been invaded, and they're probably going to pull some forces from here, redirect them to Japan, or for probably an invasion up here, which will give the Chinese kind of like a buffer, like a little small amount of time. By that time, I will be able to have these two motorized corps come in. And once I have those come in, there'll be less Japanese here, and I can railroad right through what they got there. I can just hit them hard with tanks and motorized units and just beat the crap out of them and retake a good part of China. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm abandoning any attack here. And we're gonna reallocate here. We're gonna stop any attack here because what's the point? Right, 0 for 1. There's no way. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I have 6 and I have 6. I'm gonna see if I can do a combined assault. Maybe I can take it after they... I don't know. It's a long shot. It's a long, long shot. There's 10 out of 30. I'm not risking it, no. It's... no. Bloody. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I got the Lexington, yeah. Nice. How many ships do I have here? I have the Essex, I have this guy, and I have not much. What I'm thinking is, what if I move this fleet here? I can move this fleet back. They have planes. I can't get to Lexington because she just arrived. But I can have an Essex and I can have the Independence. Fly support. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I'll bring back the main fleet. And you can stay, because you got resupplied. And that's what I'm going to do. Next turn, I'll have these guys come in and support the invasion. 2 carriers, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. I hope this works. Because it's not going to be good if it doesn't. Oh, check that out. The USS Lexington 2. Because I sunk the first one. Thank you, Joshua. Gonna try. You know, go on the offensive. I always want the initiative. I always want the initiative. I have a habit of just attacking all the time. I used to be more of a, oh, snap crap. Go pop. India has a Burma Corps now. Good. I used to be like, I don't know. Dang, that's a strong unit. I used to be a little bit more, I would say years ago, a little bit more reserved on where to attack and how to attack. Actually, no, I wasn't. No, I was always attack. I remember Civil War Generals 2, me and my buddy Artie, we would play that, and I would attack his freaking army. Like, I had the Army of Northern Virginia, and I would just consistently attack. I have a habit of doing that. Yeah, that's weird. I was just talking to my buddy Yanni like a couple of days ago, and he was just like, dude, we got to get together for a board game. And it was just like, we got to. It was like, last couple of times it was freaking awesome because of you. And I'm like, what did I do? And he's just like, you don't remember? I'm like, I don't know, it was like a year or two ago. And he's just like, you always try to like, he was saying something like, I get immersed into the character. So we're playing Star Trek Federations or Birth of the Federation or something like it. It was a board game. And so I played the Romulans, and like he said, I was sneaky throughout the game. Like I was just building and then like building, and I was making like secret alliances with like people. I would go to like one edge of the table. I'm like, hey, what if you do this? And then he said when I played the Klingons that I would just make this massive fleet and I would attack anybody that was weak. And I think he was right because I do want to attack. I love attacking. You know, it's one thing I learned from Lee and Stonewall. You got to keep attacking, keep that initiative. So I think I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm probably going to try to do some Imperator Rome action. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, Dry Docks Dreams Games, man. I'll tell you guys, you got to put this on your wish list, man. Full 3D command simulation war game. First persons. Oh wow, and they got a top-down lead your fleet planes right from the center of a battle. the models that they've made for this game is just, oh my gosh. I haven't seen some of the stuff that they put in here. That looks gorgeous. I mean, I know it's, concept art, but that is gorgeous right there. It honestly looks like what we had the Intrepid in New York City, the SX class carrier. It looks exactly like that, pretty much. Look at that. Nice models. Night battles. When they announced that, I was like, what? And a full scenario builder. That's awesome. There's going to be hypothetical scenarios. That's cool. Oh, cool. Plausible. But the top-down approach is what I'm really, really looking forward to. I like playing like this sometimes, but if I could play like a top-down approach during a live battle, dang, man. That's basically like the way Halsey and, like the admirals saw it, like they saw the top-down approach. You didn't get these beautiful, they didn't get these kind of beautiful vistas when they were doing the fleet. So, but yeah, I mean, like another game that I, when I do the documentary is like I want to like this would be a game that I want to like go down and, shoot Alvaro Sosa and be like, see the computer he's using and like take shots of him programming and show him at work, and do like those interview style kind of things that you see on YouTube. No Clip is a really great documentary, but like to get those kind of clips of Alvaro and War in the East 2 team and Dry Dock Dreams games and Paradox, like I don't think there's a documentary about Paradox, like not a documentary as far as I know, where like they go in and you get like these beautiful vistas of like their coding environment and just basically if you go to No Clip on YouTube, that before strategy game developers, because No Clip is really great. They have a really great way of shooting documentaries. You get to actually know the team. I watched like Outer Wilds. I actually bought the game Outer Wilds only because I saw that documentary. It was so good. And I was like, wow, this game is so... The passion that they had behind the game, like, you can see it when you were watching No Clip about how the developers, like, I wanted this to have this certain type of feel. And, like, it was just all inspiring. And I really just, like, wow. Like, it's funny how I fell in love with a game I've never played, but learned and watched. So I bought the game. Yeah, it's amazing. And then they had like this other one on Hades by, I forgot the name of the developer, but yeah, I forgot the name of the developer, but they also did like Bastion and this other game Transistor, and I'm actually planning to buy Hades and Transistor because of that documentary, because like the passion, like it's crazy. Like when you watched Hades, they had like a whole, I don't know, 6-part series behind Hades, and they were talking about like refining their art because like, hey, I wanted to have this kind of emotion when people see it. I don't think let's change the character's sword because we don't feel like it's a sword this character would have. He exudes more of this kind of emotion. It's like, wow. Like, you get really motivated by like these developers, that they have a vision and they want to create art. They want to have something that's just perfect, and you can see it. And then, obviously there are developers out there that don't care. They literally will just, put something together in Photoshop like, this. All right, here's a head, here's a torso, here's a leg. Let's ship it. And, Call of Duty, Battlefield, like you see that, they have like those freaking stores that they have, and they put out like, I remember I was watching Angry Joe's show, and they were, I think he was complaining about $10 for blue, 10 for blue, 10 for blue, because they literally just took a skin of some kind of armor, right, that came in like yellow and red, and they just put blue on it, and they sold it for $10. They're selling it for $10, and it's just like, wow, you guys really like have like, it's disgusting. It like, you just look at it and you're like, $10, you just put a different color shade on there and are cashing it. That's why I love developers like Alvaro Sosa, because like, he's making this game, he's putting his passion into it. When I talked to him about like certain things that he did, it was just like, well, I feel like the reason I did this is because I feel in World War II this is the way it would happen, translated into a computer game. Like, that kind of passion is incredible, and that's why I love playing this game. And while I'm gonna continue buying his stuff, which reminds me, I have to actually buy this for a couple of people. I'm gonna see if I can get my friends to actually buy it and do like a multiplayer session. Anyway, enough of the talking. I'm gonna try to play Outer Wilds or Imperator Rome. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We are having Crusader Kings 3. We have her in the game director, Alexander, the game director for Crusader Kings 3, on Developer Dialogue this Tuesday. So if you got nothing to do at 6 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time, be sure to drop in. If not, don't worry, I'm going to release the episode. If you have any questions, go to developerdialogue.com. There's email links. It shoots you over to our Discord channel, and you can post questions there about anything about Crusader Kings 3 and their upcoming Royal Court release. I am super excited about this because this game is, come on, it's Crusader Kings 3. The game is freaking epic. Like, I think honestly, Paradox, like, I hope they don't get the memo, because $40, I think it was $40 when released. $40 for a game like that you can easily sink in thousands of hours. Dude, I would have paid a lot more. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Same thing with Imperator Rome. Like, the game is $40, and yeah, it's just when they release it like $40, it's just like, wow, this is a crazy bargain. And then when it goes on sale for like half price, it's like anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Catch you next